I'm Cody Combs, social media journalist for The National here at the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. This is an arena where the Washington Nationals usually play, the Washington Capitals usually play, basketball, hockey. It's usually packed full of sports fans, but in the days leading up to the U.S. presidential election, it's where early voting is taking place. We should point out this is one of 20 arenas and several sports facilities across the United States where there's an agreement. This is where voting is going to take place. Now, this isn't the only place where voting is happening, but these huge arenas allow for convenience, especially in the age of COVID-19 when people are trying to maintain social distancing, trying to vote in the United States. It makes it that much easier. Now, we're here in Washington, D.C. We should point out it is a heavily Democratic area, so one can expect Joe Biden will win D.C.'s 3 electoral votes on November 3rd. However, those electoral votes, he needs 270 of them to win. So does Donald Trump. And throughout the night, what's going to happen is all these states are going to either go for Trump or Biden. They will be awarded various electoral college votes, and the winner will be the one that gets to 270. That electoral college vote, we should point out, is what is most important. Whoever passes 270, whoever hits 270, will in fact be the next president of the United States. Popular vote, of course, is important, but just ask Hillary Clinton, who won by about 3 million votes, still didn't take the White House. Al Gore back in 2000 won by almost 500,000 votes, did not take the White House. For all intents and purposes, that popular vote is secondary here. You can win the popular vote and still lose the White House, as has been the case in the past, which is why on November 3rd, it is very important that you focus on that 270 mark. Donald Trump hits 270, he wins re-election. Joe Biden hits 270, he's the next president of the United States. We also need to focus on voter turnout. Here in Washington, D.C., I just spoke to the director of this voting operation who said turnout is very, very good so far. There are a couple days to go before the election. It remains to be seen if the turnout's going to help Joe Biden or Donald Trump. Donald Trump, if you will recall, exceeded expectations in very rural parts of the United States. Exceeded expectations so much that the polls, in fact, were wrong back in 2016, and it led to him winning the White House. What Donald Trump needs to do is replicate that. He needs to exceed expectations in those rural areas. He needs to maintain that firewall in Midwestern states like Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin. If he doesn't do well, that could be a long night for him on November 3rd. Conversely, we have Joe Biden. He needs to overperform in cities, places where Barack Obama did well back in 2008, back in 2012. Hillary Clinton did not replicate that success. That's why she, in fact, did not take the White House. That's why she did not reach 270 votes. So that turnout game, who can turn out more supporters? There aren't many undecideds at this point. So it's who can turn out the base. Will Donald Trump be able to do that? Will Joe Biden be able to do that? This brings us to our last point right now before November 3rd. I cannot stress this enough. Where the polls stand right now, it looks like Joe Biden is ahead in terms of national polls. Also, in terms of several swing states that he needs, it looks like Joe Biden is ahead. In states such as Michigan, in states such as Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, he is currently ahead. But here's what a lot of pollsters are uncertain about. COVID-19. Who knows how these mail-in ballots are going to fall? Right now, it looks like they're going to fall to the Democratic Party. But there's also early votes that are non-mail-in votes. Those votes, of course, might fall to the Republican Party. And then, of course, there's Election Day. We still have a lot of voters out there. Although 80 million voters have already taken part in the process, there will still be a lot of voters out there. Will they break for Donald Trump? Will they break for Joe Biden? These are all questions that remain to be answered. We're going to do our level best. We've got reporters on the ground in Michigan, in Florida, in Pennsylvania that are going to keep you posted on November 3rd as these results unfold. Of course, you can stay posted at thenationalnews.com for the latest information on the U.S. presidential election.